Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're not just looking at another study tool, we're unpacking a fully engineered architecture. Look, if traditional textbooks are just completely failing to translate all your hard work into actual results, well, you're exactly where you need to be. Meet EconMaster. It's a premium technological ecosystem designed with literally one singular purpose: total exam dominance. Let's dive in. Now, here is the exact problem plaguing thousands of really capable students. You study, and your capability tracks steadily upwards, right? That's what we expect. But then there's this dramatic red drop-off. We call that the training deficit. Capable students aren't losing marks because they lack intellect. No way. They're losing marks because they lack precision, exam-oriented training. I want to let this sink in for a second. Intelligence isn't the issue. This right here is the entire foundational philosophy of EconMaster. It shifts the blame entirely away from your intellect and places it squarely on the outdated passive systems you've just been forced to use for years. To fix this deficit, well, it requires a deliberate paradigm shift. We have to escape that frustrating cycle of confusion and rote memorization, push through rigorous training, and finally arrive at absolute confidence. This platform literally rewires your approach. You step right out of that heavy, static world of memorization and engage the dynamic gears of active training. You're no longer just a passive learner hoping to guess the right answer on test day. You become an exam athlete, specifically trained to perform flawlessly under pressure. Which brings us to Innovation 1, Visual Analytics. In economics, clutter is the absolute enemy of clarity. That traditional textbook jumble of terms like fiscal policy and multiplier, that's instantly replaced by these incredibly clean, interactive mind maps. We're talking high-level structural clarity that maps out connections instantly, so your brain doesn't have to work overtime just to see the big picture. And this visual logic, it's applied to the most notoriously difficult syllabus elements. Instead of rigid, boring equations, you get to experience what we call formulas that flow. You see exactly how machinery flows into capital formation, complete with these brilliant built-in CBSE must-remember alerts. And for graphs, blind memorization is totally replaced with pure unbreakable logic. They actually call it graph sense. It's an analytical framework that trains you to decode the logic behind a shift rather than just memorizing the shape of a line. It treats you like a true analyst, ensuring your foundational logic stays rock solid no matter how much the examiner tries to twist the question. Moving on to Innovation 2, Precision Retrieval. Look, understanding a concept is really only half the battle. Reading a textbook over and over might feel like studying, but honestly, it's largely an illusion of competence. It's basically the brain's equivalent of watching a workout video and expecting abs. EconMaster completely changes this by engineering active retrieving, repetitive, focused engagement that physically forces recall, literally searing those concepts into your long-term memory. These active recall drills absolutely demand your participation. A simple prompt appears, and you cannot just passively nod along. You actually have to generate the answer in your mind before revealing the confirmation. It is essentially a digital flashcard system supercharged for absolute efficiency. And they don't just do this for a handful of terms. We're talking a massive 17 active recall questions per chapter. It's a relentless, beautifully engineered gauntlet designed to lock every single definition into your memory long before exam day even hits. But what about the numericals, right? What if instead of staring at static, lifeless tables, you could actually play with the numbers and watch economics happen in real time? Enter the credit creation calculator. It's brilliant. You physically drag the slider for the legal reserve ratio, adjust the initial deposit, and just watch the system dynamically update the multiplier and total credit right before your eyes. Abstract monetary policy is instantly transformed into a tactile, real-time experience. And this whole laboratory environment extends to tabular data too. The interpretation lab visualizes the cascading effect of deposits, reserves, and loans across multiple rounds. It actually trains you to read and interpret data with the exact structural precision an examiner expects. Finally, we arrive at Innovation 3, the exam simulator. Here is where the training wheels completely come off. The software forces you to think like the examiner by tackling competency-based case questions using real-world data, like India's union budget. Then, the Master the Twist feature decodes those tricky micro-caselets, visually linking a central bank interest rate change directly to its real-world effect on inflation. It's a total game changer. And when you actually answer, all the guesswork is eliminated. The model answers are engineered for 100% CBSE alignment, giving you the exact keywords required for any mark type. Honestly, it's like having the examiner's grading rubric injected directly into your practice sessions. Even the multiple-choice interface is this high-performance weapon. Specialized alerts actively identify common examiner pitfalls, training you to spot and eliminate wrong options with devastating speed and precision. For ultimate preparation, there's the Worksheet Generator. With just a few clicks, you can pull from a massive bank of over 2,200 questions to generate custom, ready-to-print board practice papers. You have complete control of your revision, instantly. But hey, knowledge is pretty much useless if it can't be retrieved instantly under pressure. Enter the arena of accuracy. This simulates the exact unforgiving pressure of the exam hall with full mock tests against a ticking clock. So when the real day arrives, the pressure just feels completely routine. You've been there, done that. As you can see, this isn't just software. It is a premium engine meticulously designed to accelerate your learning. By combining visual analytics, precision retrieval, and advanced exam simulators, you are adopting a complete, engineered framework to master economics. It is a total shift from guessing to dominating, the ultimate alignment of technology and human psychology. Smart economics, strong concepts, sure success. The architecture for your success is already built. Visit econmaster.in today to step into the future of learning. The only question left is, are you going to keep passively reading, or are you ready to start dominating?